We've run this show maybe 40 times, you know, from the first reading till tonight. 40, 50? Somebody give me a number. And so we should know what we're doing.
Right.
You know, it should be very hard to throw us off, even if we're doing something else.
Well,
But it's just practice, practice, practice.
Although the playwright has since done 2 different versions where he can do it with an all-female cast, 12 Angry Women, or a mixed cast, which is 12 jurors.
But if we did 12 Angry Women, they wouldn't know it was a court case. They would just think we were all married.
No, they're a great bunch of guys and a great bunch of actors, and I think you'll all agree that they were totally immersed in their individual characters. The playwright gave us a character description of each character in the beginning of the script, but beyond that, it was up to these guys to really develop a complete character. For instance, you'll notice during the course of the play that names are never used, only juror numbers. So we don't even know what these guys' names were. We didn't know what they did for a living. We didn't know what age the playwright intended them to be. What we knew from the playwright was their basic temperament and how they felt about the accused. So beyond that, what you saw up there was 90% of what they developed themselves, and I hope that I probably contributed about 10% to round it out, but they did a marvelous job in portraying that.
Another thing that seems to me is several of the jurors kept saying, well, how do I know he's innocent? And the concept of innocence has no business in a courtroom. I mean, you don't have to be innocent. It's whether you're guilty or not guilty. And that's one thing I would stress to the jury. And I'm like Scott in that I encourage them to use their common sense. I guess we differ on where the common sense might lead.
That's true. And like Josh just mentioned, you know, oftentimes when people see that somebody has been found not guilty, that doesn't mean they've been found innocent. That just means that we were unable to get 12 people to vote beyond a reasonable doubt for guilt. There's nothing on the form that says guilty, not guilty, or innocent. It's guilty or not guilty. So that's kind of a play on words and legal terms, and the bottom line is they're still not convicted, whether they're found not guilty or innocent, whatever the jury wants to call it. But the bottom line is because a person is found not guilty does not necessarily mean they're innocent of it. And I don't think the defense lawyer wants that to be the standard, because then it would shift the burden of proof to them to have to prove innocence, as opposed to us proving guilty.
Scott, Josh, thank you so much for coming out here and taking the time.